The following is a special presentation of the Simulation Football League.
Has some space, breaks a tackle, and then another, Johnny English, oh my goodness, best run of his life, past the 15, down to 10, first and goal, Cleveland.
And thanks for joining us. What is the call?
We'll take heads.
It is tails.
We'll kick.
The Vikings have won the toss and select to kick.
First and 10. So, the legend, 24 yards.
All day, let's go, go! You're right,
First and 10. Ball at the 41 yard. Number 91, credited with the tackle. Second and 5. Ball at the 36 yard.
My apologies, my mic was off. Welcome to Cleveland, Ohio, everybody. The Legends and the Vipers. In the first possession for Honolulu, that is a 2-yard pickup. And it brings up 3rd down and 3.
I'm sorry. That's just my bad. My bad. Had it muted from previously, but as I said in the beginning of this ball game, which you obviously did not hear, the Vipers can make all their bad memories of this season go away by eliminating the Honolulu Legends tonight, who are fighting for their playoff lives. Against the blitz, Kevin Walker's pass is overthrown, and Cleveland starts the game with a stop. Lawrence Kirkland, the intended receiver. And it brings up 4th and 3. Again, I apologize. I just did not see that the mic was on. Or off, pardon.
Here I come, punter. I'm coming. I'm about to punt.
Black 59 Razor, your audio's doubling. You getting an echo? You might have a couple of windows open with the broadcast. Make sure to double check. Is anybody else receiving an echo? 1st and 10 for the Vipers at their own 24-yard line. Again, apologize for the technical difficulties at the beginning of the game. The Honolulu Legends at 2 and 4 in the road, black helmets, yellow jerseys, black pants, black numbers, yellow and black trim. Cleveland in the dark brown helmets, light brown jerseys, dark brown pants, white numbers, brown and green trim. 1st and 10 from the 24. Wright hands it off to Johnny English, and Johnny English teaching lessons early on. His first run of the day goes for 6 yards. And it brings up 2nd down and 4. Cleveland at 1 and 7, their only victory over the Renegades. They were down 20-13 in that ball game. Came back and scored 14 unanswered points in the 4th quarter. The handoff goes to English again, and English will fight for a yard, maybe a yard and a half, up to the 31-yard line, and it brings up 3rd and 3. Gage to Gamer. Might not have a Pittsburgh team. Haven't seen an application for one, but there is an application for Philadelphia out there for a future expansion team. 3rd down and 3 at the 31. 2 receivers at the top of the screen. And Caleb Wright will throw for the first time today. He'll roll out left. There's nobody on him. He is going to be hit as he threw, and the pass is way overthrown. Thrown a little off kilter as the Legends applied the pressure, and Cleveland will also start this game off with a punt. Glad to see that it's all fixed, Black 59 Razor. Appreciate your support.
I'm gonna lay it all out on this punt block.
4th down and 3. Cleveland will kick it away. From the 29-yard line, Honolulu, a nice punt return here. A pickup of 10 yards. And that's good field position for the Legends at their own 39-yard line. The Cleveland defense, which has been a work in progress all season, giving up a league worst 44.3 points per game. On the defensive line, it's defensive end number 94, Czech Congo, defensive tackle number 93, Lee Tuck-Inyuk. They're both bronzes. The silver inside linebacker is number 51, Cameron Brantley. Outside linebacker number 91, Zach Elfage. The strong safety is number 26, Ahmad Arrington. Walker goes play action, looking for a receiver sidearm throw, nearly intercepted, and Cameron Brantley had a chance at it. And we've seen Brantley drop a couple of surefire interceptions over the past couple of weeks. And that was just an ill-advised throw from Kevin Walker that brings up 2nd down. Second and 10 at the 39 out of the shotgun, Kevin Walker. And the handoff goes to Christ. Christ has a near first down, but a nice first down saving tackle by Zach Elfage. A gain of 6, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1. Gedden, that's the idea, buddy. I'd toss you the beer if I was right there with you. 3rd down and 1 at the 48-yard line for the Legends. High formation, play action, Walker again. Walker's going to fire down the middle, and Norton tried to make the catch, and it's knocked out of his hands. He still can't believe it, but well played defensively down the field. A good ball by Kevin Walker. A nice attempt at a catch for Rex Norton, but even a better hit at the end of this play by, it's hard to tell, looks like 27 got in there and made the play. And on 4th down and 1, Honolulu is still on the field trying to test this Viper defense. And like we saw in the last game, it looks like they're just going hard count. A lot of times teams will fake going hard count and they actually will go for it. But not tonight, as Honolulu will burn a early timeout in this ball game and punt the football. The Legends and Vipers struggling. Somebody's got to win tonight's game. Honolulu has lost 3 straight. Cleveland has lost 4 straight. These two teams have had their bright spots. Cleveland went to Baltimore on old school night up in Maryland earlier this year and lost 21-19 in a very well played game. Saw some excellent all-pro animations that night. Some that many have never seen before. Cleveland also got that win over Oklahoma City. They've had some bright moments this year. Better days are ahead for the franchise. From the 17-yard line, Cleveland on the return of the 19, and they'll try to get some momentum going. Caleb Wright 0 for 1 on his first possession. The Cleveland Viper offense includes the quarterback at the helm, rookie gold, number 9, Caleb Wright. The running back is gold, number 24, Johnny English. The wide receivers, number 11, the silver, Freeman Goodspeed, and number 89, the silver, Scott King. Offense has plenty of talent. Kudos to San Francisco for a game well played last week. Right back to throw. He swings it outside. Pass caught. First catch of the day for Freeman Goodspeed. That's a 5-yard pickup. Brings up a 2nd and 5 for the Vipers. Caleb Wright this season, 84.6 quarterback rating. His rating has dipped in recent weeks. 65% completion, that is second lowest in the league. Only better than Kevin Walker, 2,166 yards passing and 12 touchdowns. The 12 touchdowns is third most in the league. 2nd and 5 from the 24. 2 backs in the backfield, and English takes the carry. And English will shed one defender, but then is wrapped up by June Fierro. It'll bring up a 3rd and 4. Third down, 4 yards to go from the 25-yard line. The Vipers 0 for 1 on 3rd downs in the early going. They will fake the handoff to the fullback, and then Johnny English is blasted by the big Larry Henderson. I swore I saw him eating a baby in the parking lot. The 350-pounder makes the TFL, and it's 4th and 5. Both teams feeling each other out here in the early going.
Oh yeah, this one's mine! This one's mine!
And Honolulu nearly blocked the punt. The Legends will return from the 36, and not much room there, unlike their last return. But the Legends get a legitimate rush on the punter. Cleveland just escapes the jaws of unluckiness, and it's 1st down at the 37 for Honolulu to start their 3rd possession. Make sure to give our YouTube partners a subscribe. I heard from some users that font, the description font was a little small, so we made it a little bigger for you on this broadcast. They've got some great channels, some great videos supporting the SFL, All-Pro, and anything else football video games out there, so give them a press. A penalty marker and an interception on the play. The pass is picked off by Ahmad Arrington, the strong safety. A wobbly throw from Kevin Walker. Let's check the flag.
Holding, number 64.
That penalty is going to be declined, and that is a Kevin Walker interception. 1st down, Cleveland. An excellent defensive stop here in the early going. First and 10 at midfield after Arrington's INT. As Wright swings it outside to English to begin the drive. English will make two people miss and pick up the first down. A 16-yard gain on the far sideline for Johnny English in the passing game, and we'll get another look at it. How about the awareness to stay in bounds here? Whoop! And then one more for good measure to get the first down. Mon Arrington all-time 196 tackles in this league. That's 7th best. 15 interceptions. That's 2nd best all-time. Only Billy Joe Casper has more, 18 overall. First and 10 for the 34, right, deep drop back. He'll swing it outside. English in the open field. He's dangerous. He's going to pick up 8 more to the 27-yard line. And English doing most of his damage in the early going through the air. Nearly another first down for the Vipers.
Second and 2.
Second and 2 at the 27, 6:52, first quarter, 2 backs in the backfield. Wright will throw again. And Wright is going to look down the field. Hennessy through the passes. Caught at the 12. First down, Freeman, good speed. And the Vipers rolling along here on their 3rd possession. And a nice job by Wright under pressure from the big boy Larry Henderson, who drilled him to the turf. Good speed, makes a great catch down the field, his 2nd of the game. And Cleveland is in the red zone. The Vipers as a team, 5th best in the league in the red zone, 39% touchdown percentage. Honolulu is number 1 in the league, allowing touchdowns only 43% of the time inside the 20. And they're going to try to flip it to Johnny English past the 10, and English picks up 5 to the 7, and English has about 4 catches here in the opening quarter. He's the team's leading receiver, getting it done. 7 yards away from pay dirt.
Second and 5. From the legend, 7-yarder.
Under 6 to go. 2nd and 5 of the 7, 2 backs in the backfield. And they're going to go play action again, and Wright will dump it off to English, I believe, and he dropped it. A couple of Vipers dropped it. Would have at least gotten him 3 to 5 yards on the play, instead 3rd down. And 5 yards to go at the 7-yard line. No score here in the first quarter.
Third and 5.
Third down and 5. The Vipers go empty backfield for the first time in the game with 3 receivers off to the left-hand side. 4 down linemen for the Legends, and only 5 in the box. Wright takes a low snap. He's in trouble, and Larry Henderson got to him. Larry Henderson is running amok on the Cleveland offensive front, and it's going to be 4th down, and June Kazanari, the kicker, will come out to try to put the first points on the board of the game. Larry Henderson, a big reason, well, one big reason why that drive did not end in 6 points for the Vipers.
They come in to attempt a field goal from the 7-yarder. It's down on the board.
Man, y'all can't be talking about Little Caesars in the chat so much. Making my mouth water. 24-yard kick is good. You're welcome, Little Caesars, for the free plug. And it's 3-0. With 5:36 to go in the first quarter, the Vipers are on the board. Don't miss the SFL Week 10 Game of the Week. Monday night, that's tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. The undefeated Minneapolis Maulers will try to be stopped by the defending champion, New York Knights, as the Knights, like the Legends, like the Renegades, tried to stay alive for playoff contention. Again, kickoff 6 p.m. Central right here on the SFL Network on Twitch. This is the final game for the Vipers this season. They are off in Week 11. The Maulers, unstoppable this year. Clearly the favorite. First and 10 of the 19 as Walker drops to throw. And Walker's going to go deep. He's got a man wide open. That is Lawrence Kirkland. Past the 30, 20, 10, and a touchdown. Honolulu. The Legends do, as Kirkland tries to resuscitate the football. The Legends do what teams have been able to do against the Vipers all year long. Throw it deep, and Lawrence Kirkland takes advantage of weak cornerback play, and the Legends go up by 3. For Lawrence Kirkland, that is his 4th touchdown of the season, which there are a lot of receivers in this league that would love to have 4 touchdowns that don't.
Griffin is back for the point after. Milton on the hold.
That is the longest reception of the day, T. Paternity, and that was one of the Pick'em Challenge questions this week of who would have the longest. Was it? I can't remember. Was it reception? Was it longest touchdown? I can't remember. Pete Bruschi had a 74-yard touchdown in our opener. From the 12-yard line, Cleveland on the return, and the Vipers a pretty good kickoff return here up to the 31. So Honolulu takes their first lead of the night, backs up against the wall, and even tougher now on the Legends since the Renegades won against San Francisco earlier this afternoon, which, by the way, if you didn't see it, what in the world were you doing? Particularly in that 4th quarter, a wild game from Bagnon Memorial Stadium as Johnny English gets no gain. Sebastian Brock closes down the right-hand side of the field. Honolulu's defense, 2 gold stars on the defense. Gold corner number 25, June Fierro. Gold defensive tackle number 99, Larry Henderson. Sebastian Brock, number 53, the inside linebacker, is a bronze. The other corner, silver, number 26, Koyama Shigeki, and then a free safety, number 36, a bronze, Nathaniel Grayson. They call him the Stork as they hand it off to Johnny English, and English will not get anything again. 2 straight no-yard gains and 2 straight Sebastian Brock tackles brings up a 3rd down and long for Cleveland. The Vipers, who were averaging over 35 points per game before last week, scored 8 last week against San Francisco, 3 tonight. 3rd down and 10. Wright drops to throw a deep drop back. Wright fires down the field, one-on-one coverage, and the pass is intercepted. Intercepted and brought back past midfield to the Cleveland 47-yard line. Pass intercepted by Dame, with an M. On the outside, one-on-one coverage with Scott King, and he played that ball better than King did. A laser from Wright that needed a little bit more velocity, and it's 1st down, Legends. After a slow start, Honolulu is starting to kick it into high gear. First and 10 of the 47. High formation for Kevin Walker with Kirkland to the top of the screen. And the handoff will go to Kreis. And Kreis on a draw picks up 4 yards. And our scoreboard disappeared. There it is. 2nd and 6.
With the tackle.
Second and 6 for Walker as a touchdown pass to Lawrence Kirkland here in the 1st quarter. And the handoff goes to Christ. He has stood him in the backfield. A 4-yard loss. Thanks to Sape. Going to work in the backfield. Brings up a 3rd and long for the Legends. And the crowd rises to their feet. Fan appreciation night here in Cleveland. They've been through a rough first season. Down and 10, 4 wide receivers, and Walker is going to go play action. Walker goes down the middle of the field. The pass is knocked away. Beautifully played defensively. That was Cox knocking it away, and Byram was the intended receiver. 4th down, Honolulu. Vipers a nice stop there as Cox got his hand in on that one. From the backside, it looked like. Honolulu kicks it away, and a fair catch called for by Cleveland at the 16-yard line. So that's where the Vipers will take over. Another good defensive stop for Cleveland. And like San Francisco in that first half, the Vipers, without giving up that big play, would have a 3-0 lead right now.
First and 10. From your Vipers,
You're honored, Flava 2K. The feeling of being honored is all mine, I assure you. First and 10 for the 16. Hand off to Johnny English, right-hand side. English is still on his feet. English, a tough man to bring down. A 2-yard gain. Finally, Honolulu can stop trying so hard. 2nd and 8. So here's the breakdown. Minneapolis undefeated at 7-0. The Baltimore Crabs are 5-2. Will end up in the 2nd or 3rd spot. They've clinched a playoff spot. At 4-3, it's the Orlando Intimidators. They have not clinched a playoff spot as Wright throws off his back foot. That pass should have been taken away, but falls harmlessly to the ground for a 3rd down and 8. After Orlando at 4-3 in the 3rd position, who has not clinched a playoff spot, it's a 3-way tie for... it's a 2-way tie currently for 4th place. Oklahoma City holds the tiebreaker over San Francisco. They are both 3-4. Oklahoma City takes on Orlando next week, and Honolulu takes on San Francisco. The Legends Knights are 2-4, still alive but needing victories this week. On a 3rd down and 8, play action from Cleveland, and that pass is short of the sticks, and they'll punt it away. Good speed now, 25 yards on 3 catches, but did not run a good route there. And the Vipers' drive ends in another kick. Up past 40 viewers again, thank you for all of your support for the Simulation Football League. Will anyone be able to stop Minneapolis? You know, I've answered a couple of questions on social media about the lack of defense or the lack of running in the league, and I have to explain, no, that's just Minneapolis. And I'm sure New York would like nothing else but to put the Maulers in their place. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Seven to 3 Legends here in the early going, and the handoff is going to go to Christ, and Christ lost 2 yards in the backfield. Good job by the Viper defense, led by number 55, making the stop, brings up 2nd and 12. Noel Christ has not been able to get going. He had a great start to his season, but has tapered off, has not reached 100 yards in the last 2 games, but reached 100 yards 3 of his first 4 games. 2nd down and 12. Christ on a draw, and again stopped at the line of scrimmage. This time by Inyuk, the former Wyvern, who was owned by Jamie Walsh and then moved to Honolulu when they became the Legends. But 3rd down and 12, a nice tackle against his former team, and more shots of defense here in Ohio. Empty backfield for Walker, and Walker's in trouble and goes down in a heap. A loss of 6. That's Chicago on the sack, and it brings up 4th down and 18. Congo just kind of turned and said, "Oh, it must be my birthday." 4th down and 18. And more solid defense here out of the Vipers. That one big play given up, and that's about it. From the 36-yard line, Cleveland on the return up to the 41 as the first quarter nears its end. Like the league on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels, all at Simulation FL, or /Simulation FL, I should say. So, for example, twitter.com/Simulation FL, etc. We appreciate your support, Sim Nation. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And the handoff goes to Johnny English, and English, oh man, if he would have just been able to break outside, he had a lot of room out there. Only a gain of 1 at 2nd and 9, and English has been more of a threat in the passing game than he has in the running game thus far, as both teams' running games are struggling against some talent on the defensive lines. On the 42, 2 backs in the backfield, and the handoff, no, play action to end the quarter, and Wright is hit as he threw, and it's incomplete, and that is big. Number 99, Larry Henderson again. He is going to be a problem all night for the Cleveland Vipers. They'll have 3rd and long when we return. End of the first quarter from Cleveland. Honolulu 7, Vipers 3. This is Cleveland football on 98.3 WCVZ Cleveland, and we'll be right back.
Well, Mom.
Mom, I can't believe this is finally happening.
Before our daughter gets here. Here.
Behind every open heart is a story. Tell yours with my new Open Hearts Waves collection at K Jewelers. To me, waves symbolize the rise, fall, and renewal in our lives. And if you keep your heart open, love will always flow in.
Let's go home.
Every kiss begins with K.
We didn't always watch football at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Wheatgrass for our neighbors.
And moosh moosh.
Sport.
Protect the football. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Of luxury continues. The next generation 2015 Escalade.
At book club, they were asking me what you're doing now, Janice.
Blogging. Your blog is just pictures of you in a mirror.
It's called a fashion blog, Todd. Well, I've been helping people save money with Progressive's discounts. Flo, can you get Janice a job?
You should have stuck to softball. I was so much better at softball than Jen is dead.
Where's your wife, Todd?
Vacation.
Discounts like homeowners, multi-policy. I got a discount on this ham.
I've got the meat sweats. It's good ham, Diane.
Paperless discounts. Give it a rest, Flo.
Yeah, Flo, give it a rest, Flo.
Let's do a brand new day. Let's step away from the bland and let the color fly. Let's get to the one store with more #1 choices and match this or this without using too much of this. Then, let's crack open a can and get to it. Paint? No. Let's do POW. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Glidden Duo starts at a new lower price of $25.46 a gallon.
Cleveland Viper football on WCVC 98.3 Cleveland is brought to you by the following: Buffalo Wild Wings, Wings Beer Sports, by Cadillac, the official car of Cleveland, by the Home Depot, Let's Do This, and by K Jewelers, every kiss begins with K. We start the second quarter with a 3rd down and 9 for the Vipers. It's 7-3. 4 wide receivers in play action for Caleb Wright. Wright looking. Henderson is tracking him down from behind, and they sack him. It wasn't Henderson this time, but it was big number 92, Marcus Filia, on the defensive front. And the Vipers will have to punt again. But Larry Henderson, oh no, that wasn't Henderson. I thought Henderson was coming around the other side, but he was double teamed out of the play. 4th down and 12, and Cleveland will punt.
Oh yeah, this one's mine! This one's mine!
Stats from the first quarter of play up on the scoreboard from the 24, Honolulu on the return up to the 29-yard line. And it's 1st and 10, 111 yards for the Legends in that first quarter, 97 of it through the air. Both teams struggling just a little bit on the ground. 1st and 10 for Walker and the Legends. Handoff on a delay to Christ, and somehow Christ was able to get past the defense. It looked like the Vipers were ready for that one. 2nd down and 8. More stats from the second quarter, or from the first quarter, pardon, is Honolulu 0 for 4 on 3rd down. Cleveland not much better, 1 for 5. King Damon must have missed my question in the chat room. Now I have sad face, 2nd and 8 from the 31, and Walker's in trouble, and he goes down for the sack again. That's a big number, 94 on the defensive line. A loss of 7 brings up 3rd down and 15. Pressure on Kevin Walker has been immediate. 3rd down and 15, empty backfield for Walker, and Walker drops to throw, and Walker's going deep down the field. That pass is, Kirkland! He dropped it, could not hang on. Lawrence Kirkland lays out for it and could not come up with a play. The ground knocked it away, and it's 4th and long for Honolulu, and the Legends, besides the one deep ball to Kirkland, continues to struggle. Down at 15 at the 24. Low snap. Cleveland nearly blocked that one. We've had a couple of close ones here in the first half from the 36, and not much room on the return for the Vipers. Up to the 38-yard line, but Cleveland's defense playing a good football game right now. We've seen a lot more defense in the last 4 games here in the SFL than we had in recent weeks, although I'm sure the Maulers will put that to bed tomorrow night. Toss play out to Johnny English. He's trying to break it outside, and he would have had a touchdown, I think, as it's a 4-yard gain is the end result up to the 41-yard line to bring up a 2nd down and 6. Second down, 6, 3 backs in the backfield. English going to take the handoff up the middle, and English fights forward for 3 more yards. That brings up a 3rd down and 3, and Larry Henderson gives his former teammate a pat on the helmet. Henderson and English were teammates in Dallas for the first couple of years of the SFL. That's when Larry Henderson set the league's all-time record for sacks in a season. Third down and 3 at the 45. 2 receivers to the top of the screen, and Wright drops to throw. He will go down the middle of the field. That pass is knocked away. Very good coverage down the field by Nathaniel Grayson. He's one of a kind. Before height and weight requirements were put into the rule book, Grayson, a 6'8" free safety. And surprisingly, has not had as good of a season this year as he has in other seasons, but all time, Nathaniel Grayson, 163 tackles, a sack, and we got a penalty. Did Honolulu jump off sides on a 4th and 3? If so, that's a first down, Vipers.
Number 27, defense.
A mental error on Honolulu, and that results in a Cleveland first down. Would appear that Cox jumped the gun. A little premature there. I digress. 1st and 10 at the 50. 2 backs and 2 receivers for Caleb Wright, and Wright will flip it to Johnny English, and English picks up a few. And shovel play has been the death of the Vipers in a number of games, but English now has 2 catches on 2 targets on that particular play. 2nd and 7 into Legend territory. Receivers top of the screen, rolling out. Caleb Wright's in trouble. He avoided one, and then big Larry Henderson comes up and makes another play. Larry Henderson, simply put, the guy's dominating this first half. Whatever was in that baby that he was eating in the parking lot, he's got some good juju from it. It's 3rd and 15. Henderson's first official sack of the night. Down at 15 from the 44. 4 receivers as Caleb Wright goes play action. He will throw it down the field. That pass, nearly intercepted. That was Dame again, who had the interception earlier in this game, and now it's 4th down. Both teams pressure on the quarterback, as that was an underthrown ball by Caleb Wright. Both teams' defensive line play has helped keep the score down, and Cleveland will have to punt it away again. Anybody see if King Damon answered my question? I just like stringing things along, but I really didn't see it. 4th and 15. Cleveland will kick it away. A relatively mundane game here in the second quarter after fireworks from Kevin Walker to Lawrence Kirkland in the first quarter was the big highlight. From the 20, Honolulu will start their drive from the 22-yard line. The question was, do you have any work for me? I obviously know I'm putting silly pressure on you, and I'm only half joking. I certainly don't need it. Just curious. I just like to get people all in a fuss, you know? It's just what I do. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. And the handoff on a misdirection play. Christ is going to break a tackle. Still going. Just churning those legs like churning butter, and Brantley makes the tackle after a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. Great job by Brantley to hold on there. 2nd and 9 of the 23. Wow, don't everybody all ask him at once. Jeez. 2nd and 9. Walker back to pass, going down the middle of the field. That pass is caught. That's Yuya Iba's first grab of the night. Haven't mentioned him at all this evening. He moves the chains for the Legends. First down up to the 39-yard line. That's great. That's a great. Hey, Damon, have you ever considered running for president? That's brilliant, my friend. First and 10 to the 39, and the handoff goes to Christ, and he picks up 3. Over to the right-hand side, moves the ball to the 42-yard line, 2nd and 7, Honolulu. And right now, we're sort of in a stalemate between two struggling offenses in recent weeks. 2nd and 7 now for the Legends, 7.5 to go in the quarter. Draw. Christ, nothing. Great stop in the backfield again, and I tell you what, the most impressive part of this game as Sape makes the tackle is the defensive line work. This has been tremendous to watch, particularly if you're a defensive lineman. 3rd and 9 from the 40. And play action, Walker deep down the field, off the hands of Iba, and it's 4th down. And just like that, another punt for Honolulu. And simply put, I don't know that this is necessarily bad offense. It's certainly not bad defense. This is just dominance up front. By Chet Congo, Lee Tuck in, Yuck Sape has been on a few plays. Larry Henderson has been great. As the Legends kick it away again. From the 20, Cleveland on the return up to the 24-yard line. First down again for the Vipers. Dame on that tackle on the punt return. He's now got a couple along with that pick. Off to Johnny English to start the drive, and a 1-yard gain for Mr. English. Sebastian Brock again on the tackle. Brock has been on a number of plays tonight. He is 4th in the league all-time in tackles, 213. 2 sacks for his career, 26 passes defended, 5 interceptions, 24 tackles for loss. Second down and 9. Wright needs to get the ball away. Wright is, he's way past the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a flag. Wide open down the field to the 5. Cleveland would have had a 1st and goal if Wright would have had the presence of mind to just stop where he was. Oh, that's a heartbreaker.
Number 9, offense.
That is a heartbreaker, and it brings up 3rd down and 11. I just assumed that Caleb Wright was going to take off and run. At the last second, he found a wide open receiver down the field, and that is the definition of Cleveland's season. Third down and 11. Now Wright has to try to do it again. He will try his best, and the pass is dropped off the fingertips of the receiver as Larry Henderson laid another big smack on Wright, and the Cleveland drive comes up empty. Man, the Cleveland Vipers just cannot catch a break. That was an incredible throw by Caleb Wright past the line of scrimmage.
Here I come, punter. I'm coming.
Caleb wrong. That's wrong. JP 75-88. From the 41-yard line, Honolulu up to the 44. Good field position for the Legends, who have been unable to pull away from the Vipers here in the first half. A good ball game, a unique ball game brewing right now that is simply put a defensive line show. And the handoff to Price is going to lose a yard. And another tackle in the middle by Cameron Brantley. And I tell you what, if there's one bright spot on this Viper defense, it is Cameron Brantley. This season he is second in the league in tackles. He'll be first after tonight. 70 on the season. 1 sack, 9 passes defended, 12 tackles for loss. Second down and 11. And a big sack up the middle of the field by Coy Sape. The shovel's dirty. 3rd and 17 on a loss of 6. Get out of his way. Third and long again for the Legends. Third and 17 to be exact. First down's off the screen. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers. And Walker's going deep down the field. And a beautiful job deep down the field to knock the pass away. 4th and long. Vipers defense hanging tough. This is the type of defense we saw against the Baltimore Crabs when they really were playing their best football of the season.
Here I come, punter. I'm coming. I'm gonna block the punt.
From the 24-yard line, Cleveland up to the 27. I'm not aware that anyone has blocking powers except my mod. I don't know why we're blocking people. We're all family here, aren't we? First and 10 of the 27, and Wright is going to hand it off to English, and English with a spin move the wrong direction. Brings up a second down and 9, and the tackle made by Koyama Shigeki, who has been quiet this evening as well for Honolulu. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe coming up with the first half highlight stats and analysis from the SFL studios in San Antonio, Texas on the 2K Sports Halftime Report. As Wright will step up and throw. Beautiful pass in between double coverage. The King, first down. And speaking of quiet players, Scott King has really been uninvolved here today. Sandwiched between 2 defenders. That was a good sandwich. First and 10 of the 44. Good sandwich for Wright. And Wright's going to roll out near the pass is caught again! What a pass! It's the King! No, not LeBron in Cleveland. Scott King, one of the best SFL receivers in league history with back-to-back catches. King all-time coming into the game. Well, he needed 52 yards for a 1,000-yard season. He is second in the league. He needed 86 yards to pass 4,000 yards for his career. First and 10, right play action. King's warming up. That pass is underthrown and incomplete. Currently, it's snuff. It's $0.00. Who knows what it'll be moving forward. I'm sure many would tell you that they would pay way more to have a team than that. Dollar Jr. 70. Oh. All I saw was Iwan Irvine. I was going to... Okay. I was going to make a remark. Probably should pay attention. 2-yard pickup for Johnny English. Brings up 3rd and 8 at the Honolulu 40. Coming up on 2 minutes to go in the first half. Still 7-3. Although it's been such an entertaining ball game, I haven't really even noticed the score all that much. Just great players making great plays. Particularly here in the second quarter. As Wright drops to throw, he will fire, and a low ball is caught at the 27. Freeman Goodspeed's 4th catch of the game at Senator Viper, first down. Caleb Wright, this has been by far his best possession of football. A nice pass, only where Goodspeed could get to it. That takes us to the 2-minute warning. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Cleveland Viper Radio Network. Fangs up. You're listening to the home of the Vipers. 98.3 WCBZ, Cleveland. Two minutes to go. The SFL is expanding. Visit simulationfl.com for more information in the About SFL section as Johnny English picks up the yard. If you're interested in applying, the deadline is April 5th. Going from 8 to 12, we'll have 2 divisions next year. 6 teams will make the playoffs. 2 division champions and 4, which will go cross-conference. An 8-game schedule for each team over a 12-week period. 4 games per week, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday right here on the SFL Network on Twitch. As Wright will flip it to English, that pass is incomplete. And that's the first time that play has not worked tonight for the Vipers. Now it's 3rd and long from the 26. Cleveland has now gone 6 consecutive quarters without scoring a touchdown.
Third and
1:29 to go in the first half. 3rd down and 9. Honolulu 7, Cleveland 3. And the Vipers are going to go 4 wide receivers, 3 to the top of the screen. And Wright is going to drop back the pass. Wright is going to throw. As he threw the pass, is tipped and nearly intercepted. Scary moment there as he was looking for King. And the pressure on Caleb Wright continues to bother passes tonight as Kazanari will have to come out and kick a field goal. This one from 40 plus. No gimmies.
Number 6.
Thanks, I will ranify. Thanks for being here. See you tomorrow, hopefully. WVP 206, I appreciate that, man. We should all feel at home here as the extra, or the field goal, is good from 42 yards. Man, I thought it hit the pole. There at one point I heard what sounded like a ball clanking off the upright, and I had to do a double take, but that ball right down the middle from Kazanari, and Cleveland cuts the deficit to 1, 7-6 here late in the first half. For league news, schedule, statistics, and more, visit simulationfl.com for all information on the league. As the Legends return the kick up to the 24-yard line. Also visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/simulationfl.com. We had an SFL update on expansion that debuted about 3 days ago. A little bit out of date at this point, but we'll have another update on expansion next week. So stay tuned for that. 1st and 10 of the 24. Thank you, FJCT_. Gotta read him like I see him. Play action. Walker back to throw. He's going to swing it out left-hand side. That pass is incomplete. Kirkland could get the first foot in bounds, could not get the second down. And man, what would this game be without that one long pass to Lawrence Kirkland? Second down, 10 yards to go at the 24. First time we've hit back-to-back 50-plus viewers in SFL history. Thanks so much for supporting the league and our vision. One-handed catch! That was a non-star inside. That was Byram with under a minute to go to move the chains. Quite arguably the catch of the game in traffic. And an empty backfield here for Honolulu. They are trying to get some points right before the half, and the clock stops with 46 seconds to go on a 3-yard route by Kirkland. And that sort of jump-started the Legends there a little bit. Second down, 7 from the 39. 2 receivers and Kreis in the backfield. Kreis has been almost non-existent here in the first half. As Walker drops to throw, Walker will go middle, and the pass is bottled off. A helmet incomplete. Popped off a Viper helmet at one point, and it brings up 3rd down and 7. A risky throw there for Kevin Walker. Third and 7 at the 39-yard line. 4 receivers, 3 to the left-hand side, bottom of the screen near the scoreboard. As Walker drops to throw, Walker is going to fly down the left-hand side. It's off the hands of Lawrence Kirkland. Walker's receivers are letting him down like a hot air balloon with a hole in it. Doink. And Honolulu will have to kick it away again. Cleveland with a little bit of momentum here at the end of the first half. Still have all 3 timeouts.
Here I come, Leonard. I'm coming. I'm gonna block the punt.
And the Legends will kick it away. Cleveland one last chance to score before the end of the first half, up to the 27-yard line, 32 seconds left. And this is a very solid showing out of Cleveland in their final home game and regular season game of the season. Talked to owner Ronnie Nickens earlier this week. Vipers should be back next year. Better than ever, we hope. Actually looking for some coordinators, so if you're interested in joining the league as a coordinator, offense or defense, as Johnny English goes ridiculous on Honolulu's defense to the 36 and 9-yard gain. I just kept waiting for him to go down until I said enough of this. 2nd and 1 after the gritty 9-yard run around the left-hand side. And let's get back to business. If anyone interested in being a coordinator in the league, Ronnie Nickens is looking for some help. Email simulationfl@gmail.com if you're interested. And the handoff goes to Johnny English, and English will spin and will not get the first down. A very vicious hit to the head of Johnny English, and the first half clock is running out. 3rd down and inches. They're going to hand it off to English, and he got the first down. They just didn't want to give the Legends the football back. And Cleveland will take a timeout here with 3 seconds left. And maybe a Hail Mary here for the Vipers. Seconds left. Will we see a Hail Mary formation here out of Cleveland? We won't. They're not far enough down the field. So it looks like the Legends will escape with a 7-6 halftime advantage, as they will just simply run it to Johnny English, and English had a chance, but that is the end of the first half. The Cleveland Vipers, a very valiant effort here in the first half. They trail Honolulu 7-6 Dan and Peter, take it away. This is the SFL Network on Twitch.
Tackled at the 46. And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Legends with a small lead, 7-6.
Well, Dan, what do you say? You ready to dive into the 2K Sports halftime show?
Now we'll look at our first half by the numbers, and I'll tell you, first downs have really been the story here. The Vipers should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponents hang in there with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. Number 84 found a soft spot in the defense, and it worked to his advantage. Unfortunately, the drive stopped shortly afterwards, and they had to punt it away. Midway through the first, the ball at their own 37. Number 26 was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. Still midway through the first quarter, number 6 is called upon after the red zone problems, and he is true on the short field goal attempt. They get the first score and go up by 3. The Legends come right back. Number 43 came up with a huge play here as they cover a lot of real estate on this one. An 80-yard touchdown for the visitors. The Legends leading 7-3. Dane is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way, and he's able to get his hands on this one and picks it off. Now early in the second quarter, number 9 connected with his man on this one. Unfortunately, they could not capitalize on the play. Late into the second quarter, the Vipers behind by 4. Number 6 is called upon to attempt the field goal, and this one is true. And that's where we'll have to leave this one. The Vipers are down but still in it, 7-6.
All right, Dan. Nice work.
The Vipers will receive to start the second half, and this is a tight contest. Currently, they're down 7-6. Now, let's get to the game.
Halftime in Cleveland. The score, Honolulu, 7, and the Cleveland Vipers 6. We're back for the second half after this. This is Viper Football on 98.3 WCBC.
As a home buyer in today's fast-paced real estate market, you need a competitive edge. You need an advantage that helps your offer stand out from the rest. We can help you gain that edge. Introducing an amazing new program called Mortgage First, exclusively from Quicken Loans. Mortgage First gives you the upper hand on the competition, and it lets you focus on finding the right home for you and your family. Whether you're a first-time or experienced home buyer, Mortgage First positions you as a strong, serious buyer and helps your offer stand out in today's competitive real estate market. With Mortgage First, the name really says it all. We focus on the mortgage part of the home buying process first. Here's how it works. Unlike a pre-approval, we'll work to verify your income, assets, and credit, and other necessary information up front. And just like that, we'll have you underwritten before you've even started shopping for a home. With the majority of the process completed up front, you can focus on finding the right home for you, not on the competition. You'll gain leverage in today's real estate market. And when it's time to make an offer, having Mortgage First helps you do it confidently. Let Quicken Loans make your next mortgage experience amazing, just like we have for nearly 2 million clients across the country. And for the 4th year in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction. Bottom line, it's a great time to buy a home, and Mortgage First can help you do it with confidence. Mortgage First is available on all our purchase-based loans, including our 30-year fixed, with a rate as low as this. To learn more about how Mortgage First can help you, call Quicken Loans today or go to QuickenLoans.com. Quicken Loans, for a mortgage experience that's engineered to amaze.
start the second half. First and 10 as we start the second half of play. The Legends have a 7-6 lead over Cleveland. Week number 10 here in the SFL as a quick throw to Goodspeed will pick up a couple of yards. Nearly broke out of a tackle from Fierro. As you look at the passing stats for both quarterbacks, now over 100 yards passing. Brings up a second down and 8. Second and 8 on the 33, two receivers top of the screen. And the handoff goes to English, and he picks up only 2 yards. That's a nice tackle made by the defensive tackle there on the line for the Legends. Tried to get his name, couldn't get it. Brings up third down, 6. And the last thing Cleveland wants to do is start the second half with a 3 and out as well as they played through the first 2 quarters. Hand off to English on a 3rd and 6, and he's not even going to get close. Shigeki on the tackle, and the first drive of the Vipers in the second half ends in a 3 and out, and Larry Henderson likes it. 4th down and 5, the Vipers are going to have to punt it away. So 4th down and 5. Cleveland to kick it away. Down 1, still looking for that breakthrough play. And Honolulu's real only breakthrough of the game was their long pass to Lawrence Kirkland for a touchdown. Will Christ had just 18 yards rushing in that first half. That would be 3 straight games under 100 yards for Christ if he can't find room in the 3rd and 4th quarters. First and 10 of the 26, handoff goes to Price. He is knocked down by Cameron Brantley. Brantley's even hurting the weight machines these days. I mean, this guy has evolved into one of the best linebackers in this league. It's just a silver. Brantley had just 41 tackles his first season, 70 coming into this game. Second and 10 of the 27, another handoff to Christ, still trying to get him going, and they just can't. Cameron Brantley again. Christ is going to have to file paperwork that Cameron Brantley is stalking him. Third and 8 at the 28, empty backfield for Walker, and Walker's going to go down the middle. The pass is caught, but behind the intended receiver, which was Kirkland, which left him short of the first down. And the Vipers get another defensive stop. And I tell you what, Oklahoma City, in the first game of the doubleheader today, they were facing elimination. They looked like a team that knew they were facing elimination. Honolulu tonight does not look like a team that realizes that they're facing elimination. Cleveland has played them tough all night long, and they will get the football back on a fair catch at the 33. First down and 10. Don't forget to catch our game of the week tomorrow night, the final game of week number 10, pardon. As you look at English's poorest numbers tonight. The undefeated Minneapolis Maulers take on the defending champion New York Knights as the Knights try to avoid playoff elimination. That's the theme of this week as Johnny English takes a pass from the outside and only picks up 3. He was very effective in the first half. Catching the ball out of the backfield, not so much that time, and we're still looking for our first move of the chains of this half. Honolulu had just 4 first downs in the first half of play. The team low this year for first downs is 13, and they won that ball game. 28-25 over New York. 3 receivers, good speed all low to the bottom of the screen. They're going to hand it off to English, and English is going to push the pile forward. A 2-yard pickup brings up a 3rd and 5.
Picked up a 3 on the play. Brown credited with the tackle.
Third down, 5, 2 backs, 2 receivers. Right, back to throw, sacked again! Man, I'd love to get some sack numbers. Need to make sure to do that at the end of the third quarter. Filia on that sack. And this game just continues to be dominated by both defenses who coming into this game were really struggling. This will look good on their resumes. And the kick is away by Cleveland. Honolulu nearly got another foot on it from the 24. Legends will start the drive from the 25-yard line. We had a block punt in the first game in league history to prove that it does happen. It was Jamie Walsh's squad against the OKC Renegades. And I'm talking literal first ever game preseason action of season 1 back in the summer of 2013. Good times. And the handoff goes to Christ, and Christ just absolutely no room to run. Sape with his 5th tackle of the night, 3 for a loss, and that non-star needs a raise. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Second and 8.
3 receivers. Defensive line still dominating this one. Walker down the field, caught, but had to come back for it. That's Rex Norton, flexing his muscles. Had not had a catch since the first play from scrimmage for Honolulu. And another guy that remains quiet is Yuya Ibas. Only 1 grab for him as well tonight. Thanks for the shout out, True Shot Caller 1. 3 in the backfield. Walker hands it off to Christ. Christ picked up off his feet. Get back. Stand down. Cameron Brantley with some force. 4th down, Honolulu. What a shot to the heart. Fourth down and 1. The Legends have to punt it away again. Still no first downs in the third quarter. Superb defense from the 33. Cleveland on the return up to the 39-yard line. Pretty decent look at a return there, and the Vipers start with good field position. Could the Vipers really pull this off? Honolulu, a 2-1 team at the beginning of this year, really looked like a championship contender. They are reeling and continue to do so. Hand off to Johnny English. English can't get away. 50 yards on 22 carries for Mr. English tonight, and it's 2nd and 9. Just the one big play has the Legends with the lead. For Johnny English, he's had over 100 yards 4 of his 7 games this season. over 79 yards in each of his 7 games. He's having a rough night. The handoff goes to English, and English will get as much as he can. Ruled a 5-yard gain at the 45-yard line, 3rd down and 4. Third down, 4 yards to go at the 45-yard line. And they are going to hand off to English, and a beautiful play call gets the Vipers a 1st down. That faked out Honolulu, and you could see it. You could see that play developing successfully. That was gorgeous. Almost prettier than my girlfriend. Almost. 1st and 10 at the 50. 2 backs in the backfield, and Wright will drop to throw. Actually has good time to throw the football, and he completes the pass for 6 yards. 2nd down and 4 for Cleveland. They're starting to get a little bit of momentum again, like they had at the end of the 1st half. Perry on the 6-yard grab. Second and 4 at the 44-yard line now, and Wright is going to flip it to English. That pass is incomplete. And Honolulu, a little surprised that they continue to run that early in the 1st half, but they've clamped down on the shovel up the middle, and it's 3rd and 4. Ramos Lynn, that's awesome. It's probably prettier than your English. Third down and 4 at the 44-yard line. Cleveland needs a 3rd down conversion. Right down the field is incomplete. Freeman Goodspeed could not hold on. June Fierro and Nathaniel Grayson absolutely crushed him. Grayson got a hand on the football. It wasn't really even Fierro. Grayson gets a hand on the football and then smacks Goodspeed to the turf, and it's another 4th down for the Vipers. They just cannot break through. Outside of field goal range, they'll have to punt it away. Pooty, we hear you, man. I mean, we feel the same way here. Kudos to you doing what you're doing. 1st and 10 for the 6-yard line. Everybody has their own taste. We have ours here. And that is the Sims standard of excellence. I hope you all agree. First and 10 at the 6. 3 in the backfield. Honolulu has Christ on the left-hand side. He will pick up 5 yards. So that gets the Legends out of a jam back in their own end zone. Are trying to continue to run Christ. Second and 5 at the 11. Walker, 3-step drop, better be careful. Throws a route to Iba for the 1st down. And Kevin Walker, the difference on that 3-step drop compared to some others tonight is Walker kind of stepped up in the pocket. The pocket surrounded him, so to speak, and Yuya Iba makes a big play to move the chains for the Legends. A rare 1st down for Honolulu tonight. First and 10 at the 33 as Walker drops to throw. He'll swing it outside to Christ. Christ is going the wrong way. No gain. And it brings up 2nd and 10. Still no score. 3rd quarter. But hopefully y'all will agree in the chat room. We've seen worse games. This has been a pretty good football game. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line. Cleveland playing hard in their season finale. Walker handoff to Christ on a draw, and Christ is going to be stopped by Brantley. The guy is a menace tonight. 3rd down and 7. Cameron Brantley, his season high for tackles is 14 last game. As Walker drops to throw, Walker will fire left. That pass is caught by Kirkland, first down. So the Legends convert. And now they're on the move trying to get into scoring position. Handoff Christ on a counter to the right-hand side. That's Arrington coming up to make the tackle. 4-yard gain.
Number 26 with the tackle.
2nd down and 6.
Let's go. 2nd and 5.
Minute and a half to go with a third. A delayed handoff to Christ. He's going to have to make somebody miss, and he can't do it. Amon Arrington on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down and 6 for Honolulu. Cleveland making them prove that their passing game can win. A loud crowd here in Cleveland for Fan Appreciation Night. As Walker drops to throw on a 3rd and 6, he's got time, he's firing to the left-hand side of the pass. A diving play made by Kirkland. Kirkland had a chance at one of those earlier in the ball game. He couldn't come down with it. And Kevin Walker lays it out there perfectly for Kirkland. What a play as Ahmad Arrington, or actually that a non-star corner tried to make a play at the last minute. First down, Honolulu at the 21. And that might have been the spark that Honolulu needed. Cleveland needs a stop. And the handoff goes to Christ around the... No, that is the backup to Christ, who's not had a very good night. A 2-yard gain will bring up a 2nd down and 8, and Honolulu enters the red zone, where the Legends are the league's #1 team in touchdown efficiency in the red zone. They score touchdowns inside the 20, 79% of the time. Cleveland is 5th in the league in red zone defense. Handoff around the right-hand side. That is a 9-yard pickup. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter of play. It's still Honolulu 7, Cleveland 6. The Legends knocking on the door. This is Viper Football 98.3 WCBZ, Cleveland.
What's that? You got Mommy a Mother's Day present? From where?
Oh, nice. Oh, I totally agree. She's the best mommy ever.
It's beautiful.
The Diamonds in Rhythm collection at Kay Jewelers. A shimmering center diamond is always in motion, catching light from every angle. Save up to 30% on Diamonds in Rhythm at Kay, the #1 jewelry store in America.
What's that? Give Daddy a great big kiss.
Every kiss begins with K.
Let's unplug the past. Let's say goodbye to those. And hello to whoa. Let's find a better way to cook this. Wash that. Compare those and save these. Because you can make dinner. Or you can make dinner a breeze. Are you ready? Let's do this. More saving. More doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Right now, this Whirlpool washer dryer, just $3.49 each.
Easy chip shot. So much for overtime. best overtime ever.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
With 4 times the resolution, nothing is more captivating. Ultra HD from Vizio.
Cleveland Viper football on 98.3 WCBC Cleveland is brought to you by Hooters, by Quicken Loans, by Progressive, and by Vizio. It's a 3rd down and 1 for Honolulu at the Cleveland 12-yard line. Start of the 4th quarter, and Christ is going to be dropped in the backfield. Chet Congo, the Bronze Star defensive end, with the huge tackle. And the Legends will have to settle for 3. Louisville Wolfpack, I agree with you all the way. And let me just tell you something. First of all, thank you so much for everyone supporting us. You know, it's great having you all here, as the field goal from 31 yards is good. But I tell you, the whole, you know, I don't prefer Madden, but I have bought Madden in recent years, not every year, but in recent years, and there are some positive things to that game. We choose All-Pro here because above and beyond the AI versus AI element proves that All-Pro is just a better overall well-made game. And we choose to continue to support the mission of modeling football games after what they were able to accomplish in 2007. But please, guys, I mean, you're all free to your opinions. Nobody's wrong. It's a matter of preference. And we just want everyone to have a good time here watching some great football. And we are tonight, as Honolulu is up by 4 over the Cleveland Vipers in a very hard-fought game as Cleveland tries to knock Honolulu out of postseason contention. Toss play out to Johnny English. He will spin off 2 tacklers. Johnny English gets a first down. What a run from Mr. English. Oh, top play nominee. 2 guys in the backfield end up hugging each other. First and 10 from the 45-yard line. 10-6, Legends up by 4, but English's best run of the night. And there's a penalty marker, free play for Caleb Wright, nearly sacked, the pass is caught, and I'm guessing Cleveland will accept the penalty and keep it first down. Vipers continue to hold on.
Neutral zone infraction, number 92. Defense.
Haven't seen a lot of offsides tonight. Finally, someone on that Legend defensive line got a little too eager to get to Caleb Wright. First and 5.
First and 5.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I forgot about the sack count. I should have looked. But we do have stats after the end of the 3rd quarter as Wright is going to swing it out to Johnny English, and English is going to pick up only 2 yards. You know, I think it's worth it. I don't normally do this, but this has been the storyline of the game. Both teams have been sacked 3 times. I'm surprised it's not more. But there's been a lot of good defensive line play in the running game as well. You could see Cleveland less than 200 yards of offense through 3 quarters tonight. Both teams still less than 10 first downs. 2nd down and 3. The handoff goes to English left-hand side, and Fierro, the Gold Star corner, makes the tackle. 3rd down and 2. Defenders making plays all night tonight. Right on a 3rd and 2. Dangerous throw. It's incomplete. Koyama Shigeki knocks it away, and Cleveland comes up empty again. This is now 7 quarters that the Vipers, who are averaging 35 points per game, coming into last week's game against San Francisco, have not scored a touchdown.
Oh yeah, this one's mine! This one's mine!
And from the 13, the Legends, not a lot of room to return. 1st and 10 of the 14-yard line now for the Legends. They have a 4-point advantage. Cleveland has trailed all night, except they did lead 3-0 early. We have seen some great defensive plays tonight. Will we see any offense win the ball game? Walker back to throw. He'll swing it outside. Pass is incomplete. Kirkland did not drag the second foot. Brings up a 2nd and 10. CasualAdultGamers.com is an official partner of the Simulation Football League. They are an online, V-Online, Xbox 360, All-Pro, NFL, and college experience. Head to CasualAdultGamers.com for more information. You can also visit our website at SimulationFL.com for CAG NFL Friday interviews with CAG owners. Those are always entertaining as Walker floats a pass to Rex Norton. And that is a 1st down. They rule it a catch. I thought maybe Norton lost the ball on the ground. And Walker had pressure in his face, but a wide open Rex Norton. And boy, if I'm Cleveland, I'm challenging that. He used the football to pin, or used the ground, I should say, to pin the ball in his hands. Stunned that the Vipers are not challenging. That was not a catch. Walker's in trouble, gets the ball away, and that's an incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10. This is looking like the lowest scoring game of the year.
Let's go. 2nd and 10.
Down. Sit.
2nd and 10 from the 34. And the handoff to Christ. He lost 2 yards. Another play in which Cameron Brantley puts his name on it. He has been outstanding. If Cleveland wins this game tonight, it's because of Cameron Brantley. He has been absolutely phenomenal. 9 minutes to go. Empty backfield. And Walker's in trouble, and he's sacked again. 4th sack of the game for Cleveland. It's 4th down. And the sacks have been a problem on Kevin Walker in the latter part of this season. Walker in the first 3 weeks was sacked 3 times. In the last 4 weeks, he's been sacked 18 times. Just bad offensive line play for Honolulu has ruined their season. From the 26 to the 28, Cleveland's got a 1st down with 8:24 to go. Still down 4. Looking for their 1st touchdown in 2 weeks. And they say there's not defense in this league. First and 10 of the 28. Can Cleveland finally break through and send Honolulu packing? English! Oh! English nearly stayed in bounds! Oh man, I almost had a heart attack. Johnny English with the stiff arm and then nearly spun back into play. A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd and 8. Oh man, Johnny English out for this play. 4 wide, 3 to the left-hand side. King all by himself, bottom of the screen. Good third quarter, quiet fourth so far. And Wright goes down the middle. Oh, he had a wide open receiver. And Nathaniel Grayson says, I'm just too tall for you. 3rd down and 8. Third and 8 of the 30-yard line. Cleveland down 10-6. Who would have ever thought that the Vipers would be playing in a 10-6 ball game in the 4th quarter? Trips to the left-hand side. Right, back to pass. Caught! Great move by the receiver. A gain of 15 yards. Good speed, got separation at the last minute from June Fierro. Or was it Grayson on the outside? First down, Cleveland, a major 3rd down conversion. .740 to go in the ball game, and Johnny English will try again along the right-hand side. Johnny English is breaking free. English breaks a tackle. 1 man to beat, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 30. 99 yards on 27 carries. Another first down. Vipers. He's putting the team on his back, yo. First and 10 of the 30. Clock ticking. Cleveland in field goal range. And the handoff goes to English, and the Legends swarm him in big number 99 with the tackle. Brings up 2nd down and 11. English couldn't get away that time. Lots of time running off the clock. Second and 11. Hand off to English around the left-hand side. No gain. 3rd and long for Cleveland. And there's still time to kick a field goal and play more defense. Who knows? The Vipers may not even need a touchdown to win this game. .620 to go, 3rd down. Wright is going to throw. Wright's got time. Wright's pass in triple coverage is incomplete. What is Caleb Wright thinking? That's great coverage by the Legends. And Casanari is going to have to come out and kick another field goal. You got no choice with 6:14 to go in the 4th quarter. There's still plenty of time left, and Casanari will attempt a field goal that is not a gimme. This is from 47 yards away to cut it to 1 again. And Casanari's field goal from deep is on the way and good. Clutch kick out of June Casanari, the Bronze Star, from 48 yards away. And the kickers have had a really good week here in the SFL. There are some really bad weeks for kickers in this league. They have been on point. And the Vipers are back down by just 1. the Legends get out to the 25. Honolulu 10, Cleveland 9. Our only touchdown of the game, if you're just joining us, was a Kevin Walker pass to Lawrence Kirkland, a wide open receiver. They have not really attacked deep since, and that benefits the Vipers, although the Vipers have been playing very good defense. First and 10 to the 25. Walker back to pass. Walker hit as he threw. The pass is caught by Kirkland. And that was a good route for Lawrence Kirkland, who now has 6 grabs for 139 yards. It's Kirkland's 3rd straight game over 100 yards after his 4 previous games this season were all under 100 yards. First and 10 from the 37-yard line, 5.5 to go. And Walker goes play action. He will fire a right-hand side. That pass is caught to the Viper 43.
First down, Legends.
That was Byram on the reception. They've gotten Lawrence Kirkland going here tonight, but not Yuya Iba. Another quiet night for Iba. First and 10 offside. Free play. Noel Christ sheds a tackler and then gets blasted at about the 42.5-yard line. And this is going to be a first and 5 for Honolulu. Bad time to have an offside there if you're the Vipers.
Neutral zone infraction, number 94. Defense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
First and 5 at the 38. Sape was the one that jumped offside. He's had a great night. I formation on a first and 5 from the 38-yard line. And they're going to hand it off on a counter to Christ, and Christ is stopped in the backfield. A loss of 1, Coy Sape. 4th tackle for loss tonight for the non-star on the defensive line. And 7 tackles overall. That's good for a star defensive tackle. Second down, 6 from the 39. Cleveland still trying to hold out hope for a second victory of the season, and Walker's going to go deep down the field, and the pass is caught by Kirkland down to the 11. Lawrence Kirkland owning the Cleveland Vipers. This isn't the end of the world for Cleveland, but however you slice it, when the Vipers do get the football back, worst case scenario, they're going to need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. They'd love to get a turnover here as we approach 4 minutes to go. Under 4 to go now. First and 10 from the Viper 11. Again, Honolulu, number 1 in the league in scoring touchdowns in the red zone, and Noel Christ has no gain. Looked like he had some room to run. And Ahmad Arrington locked that down. Coming up on 3.5 to play. Who are you cheering for tonight? Second and 10 from the 11. I formation, Kirkland bottom of the screen. Down to 3:20 to go. Walker, play action. Walker throws to the end zone. It's off the hands. He dropped a touchdown. 3rd and 10. Bailey dropped a touchdown. Honolulu, do they want to go to the playoffs or not, or do they want to give themselves a shot? They have not had a good night tonight. 3:14 to go. Now it's 3rd and 10 from the 11. And a delayed handoff to Christ. He lost 4 yards. A touchdown will win it for Cleveland. Inyuk on the TFL. Boy, that is a huge backup quarterback or a small kicker. Not sure which one. 31-yard field goal for Honolulu. And the left-footed kicker to try to put the Legends back up by 4. Kick is on the way and good for Honolulu. They have held the lead since 6-3. Midway through the first quarter. And it is 13-9. Cleveland can send Honolulu down to the bottom of the standings with them, eliminating them from playoff contention with a victory. Cleveland has gone nearly 8 quarters without a touchdown. Can they get one in the final 2 minutes of their season to pull the huge upset? If Honolulu loses, they could still spoil San Francisco, Oklahoma City, or Orlando's hopes at the playoffs next week. If they win, they force a 3-way tie for 4th place, and that'll all be decided next week. You won't want to miss it. Right back to throw. Swing out to English. English makes a few yards happen, but not a lot. Only 3. The Vipers need a touchdown, which has eluded them for nearly 3 weeks. 2nd and 7. Right back to throw. And Wright will check it down again to Johnny, but this time he's got open field. He's got a first down. And we hit the 2-minute warning with a 1st and 10 Cleveland at their own 39-yard line. 61 yards away from eliminating the Vipers. Let's pause the Legends. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Viper Radio Network. Fangs up. You are listening to the home of the Vipers, 98.3 WCBC, Cleveland. The 50 of you watching are about to watch another SFL thriller. 2 minutes to go. Wright takes a deep drop back outside. That pass is caught and out of bounds with 1:55 to go. That is Scott King. 2nd down, 5. And I don't know what has happened. Cleveland's offense was so explosive, so dynamic, and they just have kind of lost that over the past couple of weeks. Can they find it here in the final minute 55? Three receivers for Caleb Wright out of the shotgun, back to throw. Gonna swing it out to English. English can't make a man miss, and then another. He's got a first down to midfield. Johnny English making plays in the flat. But 5-yard routes aren't going to get him down the field in time. Eventually you're going to have to go down the field as Wright will swing it out to the fullback, and that's going to lose 2 yards. Cleveland is making a lot of Viper fans very nervous right now with this play calling. 2nd and 12. And again, they'll look English's direction, and he will break a tackle. And English has a first down past the 35 to the 33. 11 catches for 76 yards. He continues to amaze. This is not a given. We see guys all the time get dropped in the backfield. And it seems like every time English gets the ball in the open field, he has been effective. 33 yards away. Four receivers, 3 to the short right side. And Wright drops to throw. He's in trouble. Going to fire a wobbler. It is incomplete. Filion applied the pressure. And that pass was so close to being caught by Freeman Goodspeed.
Let's go. 2nd and 10.
1:10 to go. Three receivers for Wright. The pass is caught and out of bounds. A smart route. A 6-yard pickup. It'll set up a 3rd and 4. And now things get interesting because Cleveland could effectively kick a field goal if they don't get the first down. An onside kick. They do have 3 timeouts remaining.
3rd and 4.
Third down and 4. Wright is going to shovel pass it to Johnny English. He got another first down to the 21. A gutsy play call by Cleveland to throw up the middle. Still 3 timeouts left. Wright play action. Go into the end zone. It is knocked away by June Fierro. And he just might have saved the Honolulu Legends season. Second and 10 at the 21. 53 seconds left. Wright back to throw. Swings it outside. That pass nearly taken to the house. Knocked away by Fierro again. Is this guy playing clutch ball in the final minute or what? Now it's 3rd and 10 with 49 seconds left. Four receivers. Wright facing a 4-2-5 defense. Play action. Back to pass. Going to the end zone. It's knocked away again. June Fierro defends 3 straight passes for the Legends, and now it's 4th down. If I'm Caleb Wright, I would stop throwing June Fierro's way immediately. Crowd doesn't like it. May have wanted Cleveland to take the points and onside kick, but you got to go for this here. 4th down and 10. Wright back to pass. Right down the middle of the field. It's caught. They got the first down to the 11. Extra effort by number 11. That is the 3rd time in the 4th quarter today a 4th down has kept a team alive. 1st and 10 Vipers at the 11. Empty backfield, 4 wide receivers. Wright back to throw. Wright looks end zone and it's nearly intercepted. Oh, he almost threw the game away. Scott King has been tightly defended. 2nd down all day. Oklahoma City kept their